My name's Gaul. I've been here for 10 years now, and I'm the head roaster here at the Coffee Exchange. Coffee Exchange is one of a bunch of different shops, roasters that are working with Bill Fishbein through the Coffee Trust for the Leroy Recovery Project. Leroy is a fungus that attacks particularly Arabica coffee. It started years ago in Sri Lanka. It's made its way around the world. Right now it's affecting from Mexico all the way through the Central American Isthmus into South America. Here we're going to be doing raffles for coffee makers. On any bill, you can add a dollar amount to your bill to go towards the Leroy Recovery Project. And we also have a tip cup out that's tip your farmer as well as your barista. So we're working directly with these small farmers and grouping them together in larger groups, using places like in Ixil, Guatemala, where it's some of the poorest farmers in the world. First, we'll assume that a farmer has mature trees that are actually fruiting. The maturity process in itself is 5 to 7 years to get a bush to actually flower and then fruit. So at harvest, when the cherries are ripe, they're very quickly picked. That fruit is washed off. The layers and the husk are peeled off of the cherry or off of the bean itself. Then the bean is left in what's called a parchment layer, which is kind of this papery coating that it sounds like it is. It's parchment. It's this thick papery layer that encases the bean. Then it's sent to the dry mill. The dry mill will then strip the parchment layer off and then package it and seek out feelers of who wants to buy that particular lot. They'll test it, they'll roast it up, they'll test it, taste it, find out if there's anything horrible going on in the coffee. We'll make an offer with a contract. It'll come overseas right into the New York Harbor, get dropped off the boat and put into a stable warehouse. And then from the warehouse, it'll get doled out. So as I need that Guatemalan coffee, I'll call up the co-op and say I need 5 bags of Guatemalan. They'll put it on a truck for me, bring it to the Rhode Island, and as soon as it hits the floor, I roast it, grind it, serve it, keep it as fresh as possible. So it's a long process. It actually is an amazing process to get a high quality cup of coffee from farmer all the way down to the barista at the very end. Just as a roaster, I'm not even the last stage. All the way down to the barista, everybody has to put extra special care into this coffee to serve a high quality cup. To get all, weird on this, but there's a spiritual connection to it where so many people have to care about it to produce something that just brings joy into people's lives. And so that's my favorite part about coffee, is that so many people have to care. So, yeah. I can't take any bean and want to get citrus fruit out of it. It's what the bean provides me. But how I change that citrus fruit, how I change that acidity in the coffee, that I can control in the roaster. And experimenting with different roasting profiles and different amounts of heat, different amounts of air at different stages of the roast, and then seeing how that affects the cup in the end. That's probably my favorite, is trying to warp the cup as much as I can to get the best out of that particular bean that I can possibly get. I can stretch the roast a little bit, add some body, round it out, and get it tasting to a really good cup. So.